Every month, you get paid, right? And for a moment, you feel good. You think, finally, some breathing room. But then the bills come, the groceries pile up, and you buy a few things here and there. Before you know it, you're back to zero, waiting for the next paycheck. Sound familiar? Here's the truth that no one tells you. Having an income doesn't mean you're building wealth. Most people are stuck on a cycle of earn, spend, repeat, thinking they'll be fine if they just make more money. But more money doesn't solve the problem if you don't know how to use it. The wealthy, they follow a formula, a simple, repeatable process that turns their income into actual wealth. And the best part? You don't need a high salary or a fancy degree to use it. Stick around, and I'll show you how to turn your income into wealth step by step. Why most people stay broke, no matter what they earn. Here's a fact that might shock you. Studies show that nearly 70% of people live paycheck to paycheck, even those earning six figures. How is that possible? It all comes down to a dangerous habit called lifestyle inflation. Here's how it works. You get a raise or land a better paying job, and instead of saving or investing the extra money, you upgrade your lifestyle. You move to a nicer apartment, buy a newer car, or start eating out more often. At first, it feels like progress. You're enjoying the fruits of your labor, but in reality, you're no better off than before. You've just gotten better at spending. More income doesn't fix bad habits. If you keep treating your paycheck like a reward for survival, you'll never build wealth, no matter how much you make. The key is learning how to use your income as a tool, not for spending, but for building freedom, security, and options in your life. Step 1. Pay yourself first. The first step of the formula is simple but life-changing. Pay yourself first. Most people pay everyone else first. The landlord, the utility company, the grocery store, and every subscription service you've signed up for. By the time you're done, there's nothing left to save. Saving becomes a wish, not a habit. Wealthy people do the opposite. Before they pay a single bill, they set aside a percentage of their income for themselves. Let's say you earn $3,000 a month. Instead of waiting to see what's left, you take $300, 10% of your income, and move it straight into a savings or investment account. You live on the remaining $2,700. At first, this might feel impossible. You might think, I can't afford to save 10%. But here's the secret. Humans are incredibly adaptable. You'll adjust your spending to fit what's left, and you won't even miss that 10%. The difference? You'll start to see real progress. Instead of watching your money disappear, you'll watch it grow. This is where wealth begins, with the habit of paying yourself first. Step 2. Make your money work for you. Here's where most people stop. They save a little money, feel proud of themselves, and leave it sitting in a savings account. But let me tell you something. Saving alone won't make you wealthy. A regular savings account earns next to nothing in interest. If you want to turn your income into wealth, you need to make your money work for you through investing. Here's an example. Let's say you save $300 every month for the next 10 years. If you leave it in a savings account, you'll have $36,000. Not bad, but not life-changing. Now let's say you invest that $300 every month into an index fund that earns an average return of 8% a year. After 10 years, you'll have over $56,000. After 20 years, that same habit will grow to more than $180,000. And after 30 years, you'll have over $500,000. This is the power of compound interest, what Einstein called the eighth wonder of the world. Your money earns money, and that money earns even more money. It's like planting a tree and watching it grow into a forest. The earlier you start, the more time you give your money to grow. Start small if you have to, but start now. Step 3. Find the money leaks and fix them. Now that you're saving and investing, it's time to protect your income by finding and fixing the leaks. Have you ever checked your bank statement and thought, how did I spend so much this month? It's not the big expenses that get you. It's the small, sneaky ones. The $15 lunch every day, the streaming subscriptions you forgot about, the impulse buys at the store. They add up quickly. Let's break it down. If you spend $10 a day on coffee and snacks, that's $300 a month. Over a year, that's $3,600. Money you could have invested finding and fixing these money leaks doesn't mean depriving yourself. It means being intentional. Go through your expenses, cut out what you don't need, and redirect that money into your savings or investments. Every dollar you save is a dollar you can use to build your future. Step 4. Automate the process. The easiest way to stick to this formula is to automate it. Let's be honest. We're all human. If you rely on willpower to save and invest every month, you'll find excuses. That's why the wealthy set up automatic systems that do the work for them. Here's what you do. The moment your paycheck hits your account, have 10 to 20% of it automatically transferred to your savings or investment account. You won't see it, you won't touch it, and you won't spend it over time. This one habit will transform your finances. Your wealth will grow quietly in the background while you focus on living your life. Automation takes the stress and effort out of saving. It's like putting your financial future on autopilot. Step 5. Build multiple income streams. One of the biggest mistakes people make is relying on just one source of income. What happens if you lose your job or your business slows down? Suddenly, everything crumbles. Wealthy people don't put all their eggs in one basket. They build multiple income streams so their money keeps flowing no matter what. This could mean starting a side hustle, investing in dividend-paying stocks, renting out a property, or even turning a hobby into a profitable business. The goal is to create income that works for you. Imagine having money coming in from your job, plus a side hustle, plus investments. Even if one stream dries up, the others keep you afloat. Multiple income streams give you security, options, and the freedom to live life on your terms. Step 6. Track your net worth. If you want to build wealth, you need to know where you stand. Most people check their bank balance, but that doesn't tell you the whole story. What really matters is your net worth. Everything you own, minus everything you owe. Start by adding up your assets, your savings, investments, and anything valuable you own. Then subtract your debts, things like loans, credit card balances, and car payments. First, your net worth might be small or even negative, but that's okay. Tracking it regularly shows you where you're improving and where you need to adjust. Over time, watching your net worth grow